Hello and welcome back to Pokémon Legends Z-A, where today I do believe we are going to be finding out what the deal with the big rift is. Cause, yeah, they got... between streams, I did a lot of going to rifts for Pokédex reasons and finished my research level, and Corbeau was like, come, things are happening, come to Hotel Z. And we will do that. But first, I have $1 million Poké-Dollars. And I'm going to throw it straight in the trash. The ultimate beans of supreme ultimacy. This kind of chance only comes around once in a lifetime. Have you come to partake of my ultimate special? You're absolutely sure? You really believe you're worthy of a cup of $1 million Poké-Dollar brew? You think this is a good use of all your savings? And you'll be able to appreciate this brew's taste? Yeah, sure. You know that appreciating such a rare bean is about more than merely tasting the difference. It's about understanding the bean itself, knowing how it was grown, how it was roasted, when, where, why. And still you insist that you can appreciate a $1 million Poké-Dollar cup of coffee? Yeah, sure. And can you express the unique notes of such a bean, describe its flavor in your own words? Merely saying that it tastes like a $1 million Poké-Dollar cup of coffee won't cut it. That relates nothing. Nothing at all. Such words are dregs in my mug. You're sure you aren't merely chasing after some shallow desire for notoriety? You aren't here just so you can boast, plebe that you are, that you've tasted a $1 million Poké-Dollar brew? I mean, yeah, it can't be worth it, but sure, whatever. So you'll fork over $1 million Poké-Dollars of your hard-earned cash. Then you'll spew out some ignorant commentary about the flavor and simply embarrass yourself. The shame will never leave you. You realize what's at stake, don't you? And yet you claim to be ready for the ultimate special? The ultimate coffee of supreme ultimacy? Yeah, sure. Then allow me to confirm just one last time. You wish to drink a cup of my ultimate special, a brew so rare it can be had but once in a lifetime. You seek the ultimate coffee of supreme ultimacy. Such determination. Now that is worthy of my once-in-a-lifetime special. That is what deserves a cup of the ultimate coffee of supreme ultimacy. I ask forgiveness for testing your resolve so relentlessly. I will prepare your coffee at once. Please have a seat and relax. Okay, but does Metagross not get to sit with me? Go ahead, dear customer. Try my ultimate special, the ultimate coffee of supreme ultimacy. All right. That, dear customer, was a cup brewed from the ultimate beans of supreme ultimacy. My ultimate special, a once-in-a-lifetime delicacy. And how would you describe the flavor? I mean, yeah, as far as I playing this game know, it tasted exactly like all of the other coffees in the game. 'Cause I don't get no flavor sensations from a video game. So yeah, pretty normal, I guess. Yes, and discovering that for yourself is surely a $1 million Poké-Dollar experience. And now the matter of the bill. That will be $1,000,000 Pokédollars, if you please. I imagine the ultimate beans must be glad to have been consumed by the ultimate trainer. I sure did just pay $1,000,000 Pokédollars for a check mark. I have, in fact, gotten a Golden Go. Because I noticed I had 999 coins, and I wanted to be able to start getting more. Wish that my Golden Go had my OT instead of his. Did you evolve Gimmighoul? Show me, show me! There you go. Whoa! It's blinding! Look, I know this sounds rich coming from me, but I gotta ask. Give me that Golden Go, please! Pretty please! Yeah, sure, it's yours to begin with. Let's Golden Go! Golden Go's brilliance even makes me shine. I can't possibly repay you for all that effort you put into evolving Gimmighoul. And yeah, Guard, you sure did see me pay $1,000,000 Pokédollars for a cup of digital coffee that I didn't get to experience myself, and that didn't come with any commensurate reward at all. It was just a cup of digital coffee, indistinguishable from any other, except in terms of what it cost. Did you bring me one of your so-called real Survivor? Go on, and let's see it. There you go. Completely different Pokemon. Or is he gonna say, what? They look exactly the same. What's this now? They're both Survivor, aren't they? I suppose if you squint, maybe they've got slightly different silhouettes, but that's nothing. You want me to believe that Pokemon there is an actual Survivor? Then that means Sevi here is a regional form of Survivor? It's an Arbok. It's an Arbok? And I, daft old codger, then... typo. That should be that rather than than. Daft old codger that I am gave an Arbok the name Sevi? Wouldn't feel right to just suddenly start calling it Arby instead. You don't mind Sevi, bud? Well then, let's just stick with that. Simple's best. Goodness, I guess I'd better read up on Arbok and make sure I'm caring for Sevi properly. I haven't gotten a Feebas yet. I can give this guy an Indeedee. Do you have an Indeedee you can give me? Truly, oh, having an Indeedee here would be worth any number of human workers. And he wants a gallant one, so there you go. Yes, the gallantry is simply pours off of Indeedee. This is exactly it. Now, to prepare my superb Lumiose galette that shall transcend standard Lumiose galettes. I shall call them Giga Lumiose galettes. That's right, we're skipping right over Mega. This is the kind of brilliant thinking and decisive action that is needed to be truly gallant. I just noticed something. Indeedee, please present our customer with some Giga Lumiose galettes. Oh, They're so large that there's no room to serve coffee or anything else alongside them. Well, if you had served me only one of them, then there would have been room for other things. Maybe consider giving only one away if they're this big. Like, there's a breakfast restaurant that's not too far from here, and their specialty is their manhole cover pancake, which you can imagine how large it is from its name. Go to most pancake places, you get a stack of pancakes, and it's like 3 to 5 pancakes of regular pancake size, and they're fine. Manhole cover pancake is a really big pancake, and they give you one. Because that's all it takes. But at least I still get to see Indeedee's gallant service, and that's something to celebrate. Indeedee, together you and I shall bring further glory to Cafe Gallant. Cafe Gallant, whatever. Okay, right. There is one other mission to be done before we continue on with the story here. So this throw versus sock mission. I had found a hyperspace distortion that had both throws and socks in it. And while I was going for it, I got my throw, I got some socks, and then I found an alpha throw while doing resets, and I was also looking for an alpha sock, but I found a shiny instead. So yeah, I when I found the alpha throw, I was thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to go for the throw side if I can't find an alpha sock, but then I found something better than an alpha, so we are using shiny sock to do the sock side of this. And let's actually put sock place of Metagross so that it can keep everything in the proper order easily. There we go. Of course, I'm gonna have to level up this sock. Let's get a dynamic punch. Brick break might matter. Zen headbutt will be actually useful. Let's put that over brick break. Yeah, guard, I'm not a huge fan of either throw or sock. I do prefer sock, but they both look more like Muppets than Pokemon. I see you've brought a sock. Does that mean you'll join the sock squad? Congratulations on growing the ranks of the sock squad, Fripp. Our victory is certain. And apparently my sock is a short king. Now then, it's time for our competition to commence. Or is my sock that short? Yeah. Because it should be a larger increase in top of head position between... like, if you look at how much the difference in height between the tops of the heads of each Pokemon we're seeing on each line, it grows larger as they get closer, but then my sock, it's not very large at all. So yeah, mine is short. Allow me the honor of serving as witness and referee. And now we'll be able to see more clearly. Yep, he's a shorty. Let's make sure we know all the rules. Or we all know the rules. We'll have 5 matches, with the team captains steering the final one. The team with more wins overall will be the victors of this competition. Now begin. Our first contenders, Sock of the Swift Wind and Throw of the Fleet Foot. Ippon. Sock of the Swift Wind wins. Our second match, Sock of the Roiling Waves versus Throw the Ardent. To Wazahari. Throw the Ardent is victorious. Match number 3, Sock the Immovable versus Throw of the Leg Technique. Wazahari! The match goes to Throw of the Leg Technique. The Throw Throng leads with 2 wins to 1. Our fourth match pits Sock of the Brutal Strike against Throw of the Artful Footwork. Ippon! Sock of the Brutal Strike claims the match. We're tied at 2 wins each. It is time we settle this. Team captains, take your places with your Pokémon. This is it, our final match. Sock, the last-minute entrant, versus Throw, the Red Demon. Fight! I probably could have just Zen headbutted from the start, couldn't I? Even Throw's mighty throws couldn't stop you. I can't help but respect your skill. Boom! The winners are the Sock Squad and its team captain Garnet. You did it! Together we've proven Sock's glory! You fought admirably. Thank you, but this victory truly belongs to Garnet. Honestly, our competition has given me a new admiration for throw. I hope you'll teach me more about what makes it so cool. Celebrating your opponent even in defeat is very good sportsmanship. We have embodied the true spirit of martial arts here today. Thank you for your aid, Garnet. The Sock Squad's next objective will be to get Garnet as a full member. Not gonna happen. And the Throw Throng will make a permanent team captain spot for Garnet. Incidentally, this sock isn't the only thing where I have found a shiny while trying to hunt down an alpha. In fact, well, this Charmander I just happened across. I wasn't even... I didn't have long enough on the donut to be able to do any legitimate hunting. I just found a pack of Charmanders and went in, and there it was. There she was, apparently. Rarer than most. Found this shiny Knackley while looking for an alpha. I found 2 shiny Chinglings while looking for... while looking for 2 alphas. Found this one before the first alpha, and then found the second one and didn't find a second alpha. Found this shiny Audino while looking for an alpha something or other. Though I think that happened on stream. Yeah, there have been a few cases where I've found shinies while trying to find alphas. And you would think that I would find alphas sooner, given that they are considerably more common than shinies, but whatever. And just a brief look over the map, not seeing any exclamation points. I need to hydrate after doing Ivor's voice. Here we are. Pardon the intrusion. Well, isn't this an adorable sight? Folks would eat this right up. Interested in a little financial backing to turn your solo stand into a global donut empire, Miss Chef? Corbeau, come on! Can't help it. Got a nose for business opportunities. Boss, I hate to say this, but it can be kind of hard for others to tell when you're joking. Who's joking? Anyway, listen up, Team MZ. I've been searching for the perfect flavor profile to capture all your Mega Evolution power, so you can take on the Pokemon we're after, and I found it. Tell them about the donut they need to make, Philippe. Yes, sir. We put the whole Rust Syndicate to work coming up with a flavor profile we're rather confident in. This recipe requires you to craft a donut that meets or exceeds the following flavor scores. You'll need a minimum of 310 points in sweet, 100 points in spicy, and 310 points in sour. It also calls for at least 40 points in bitter and 40 points in fresh. Lastly, you'll need our special spice, Épice Noire. It's a signature Rust Syndicate recipe. Those refined, tasteful little grains are the key to the ultimate donut. It's vital to Operation Mega Donut that you follow these directions precisely. Only then can you make what I've dubbed the Bad Dreams Cruller. Once it's made, meet us in front of the tower. So you're saying Bad Dreams. Is this going to be a Darkrai thing? He just said his piece and waltzed out. Busy guy. I'm ready to help you make the donut we need as long as we've got the ingredients. Okay, so... I don't remember... Oh, it shows what we need. Good. So we need a lot of sour and a lot of sweet. And now we need a little bit more spicy, bitter, and fresh. We don't need much bitter, and we don't need much fresh. We do need a decent bit of spicy. Does that do it? No, that doesn't get the bitter or fresh. But we only need one more thing in here, so we can afford to go for something that gives a decent amount of bitter and fresh. Like, say, this. But can we do it in a way that gets us 5 stars? That does not appear to be the case. Unless... Ah, okay, that got us 5 stars and all of the things.
Order received. Let me get started at once.
You would have thought that this Mega Donut would have a fancy animation and not just a fancy donut, and yeah, that is 100% a Darkrai donut.
Voila! The Bad Dreams Cruller is complete. When the time comes, we'll pour as much Mega Evolution power into that pastry as we can.
And that'll give Hoopa a burst of power on par with Mega Evolution.
Then, once we get into the distortion above the tower, we can finally save the Pokémon in there. I'm counting on my main crew. Let's do this, you two. You know it. Let's get out to the tower. Corbeau's waiting.
Please don't force me straight there. Okay, good. Also, I just remembered the thing that I noticed when I was giving the Indeedee, and he said that he was skipping straight past Mega and going to Giga. I was going to make, like, at first I was going to make a joke about Terra, and then realized we got Mega Evolution. Then we got Gigantamaxing, which Gigantamaxing. And then we got Terrastal. So clearly the next mechanic that we get in Pokemon is going to start with PETA. Of course, that's ignoring the fact that we got Z moves in between our Mega and our Giga. Ooh, Sparkling Power level 3 for Psychic, but still. Just making a good few strong donuts, because it turns out If your donut level is too much lower than the wormhole, or not wormhole, the distortion level you're in, it can actually dramatically reduce your catch rate. And yeah, I like being able to catch things. Like, turns out if you're in, I think it's a 3-star I was in? A 3-star distortion with a no-star donut trying to catch a cryogonal, your catch rate is less than 1% even after knocking it out. I want to try making a rainbow donut that's as high level as I possibly can. So I think 4 stars is the best rainbow donut I can get. But now I gotta pick 3 berries that'll keep everything even. Which might be a little bit difficult with 3. I mean, I could just take 2, maybe, and then call it good. But then again, taking 2 and calling it good would still be difficult to keep everything even because there's 5 different flavors to balance. Are there any things that give just a 10 in one spot? There are. Okay. So we can pick something that gives 10s in 2 or 3 different spots. As long as it doesn't give anything more than a 10. And it looks like that means we're going down here. Oh, but we're not even going to hit 4 stars with this if we do that. Well, whatever. Let's throw in a Qualot. And then we just need 10s in bitter and in fresh. And there we go. We've got a 3-star, almost 4-star rainbow donut. Here's our Team MZ power trio. It's time to follow this distortion into hyperspace Lumios and take on the Pokemon behind all this. Are you ready? If this is what it takes to help everyone, then I'm ready to fight. I'm the Mega Evolution successor. No way am I gonna say no. So I assume you're ready as well, Garnet. All set. Thought so. Guess I didn't really need to ask. Let's see that Bad Dreams Cruller you made. Looks good. I knew the Rust Syndicate's signature Episte Noir would come through. Time to roll, Philippe. Summon everyone to Centrico Plaza. Are we going to be climbing a tower of Rust Syndicate people to the top of the tower? Alright, everyone. Can you see my screen? I've marked where I want each of you. Everyone confirm your posts, then stand by.
The plan itself I understand, but I fail to grasp why you are the one giving orders.
We need our strongest trainers working together if we're going to save Lumios. Especially you, Jacinth. Wouldn't want a trainer of your caliber stuck managing logistics. I'm just freeing you up. Now go make Operation Mega Donut happen. Harumph! I poured my heart and soul into making my canary bread. Also, some other pastry could save the day.
Hoopa needs donuts, Pops. It's all ringy. Well, it's Hoopa's loss. Canary bread is the best. Aw, G-Volt.
Is this even your post, little, Gwyn, was it?
It's fine, Pops. G-Volt can hang here. We're buds. More importantly, they're seriously planning to Mega Evolve donuts? They are. Hopefully we can finish before Ivor arrives.
Gwyn! Where's Gwyn? Yeesh, looks like Ivor's been galumphing around the city looking for you.
Guess we've got to protect Lumios. If we don't, who will come drink our delicious coffee? Perhaps this is the true calling of Team Flare Nouveau, our raison d'etre. There you go again, making everything existential. Can we just get on with the helping people? How characteristically prismatic, Grizel. You know, I would be overjoyed if you could bring dear Grisham along with you to join my upcoming Magnifique Super Deluxe tournament. I told you, you come to me if you want to battle. Lady Jacinth, time is short. We must commence the operation. Goodness, Laban. Yes, Lady Jacinth? You managed to successfully sneak up behind me, even in holographic form. I am all astonishment.
Again, this implies that the holograms have their own sensory perception. Like, shouldn't Laban be, like, actually standing right behind Jacinth in reality, and that should be what surprised her? Shouldn't be like, oh, your hologram appeared behind my hologram, which... No. The holograms aren't you porting yourself somewhere else. It's just a projection. It shouldn't have any sensory anything. It shouldn't be able to show up wherever. It needs to have something to project it nearby. I don't... The Holocaster and how it's treated in this game is one of the things that makes the least sense in this entire franchise, and I don't like it.
You have improved considerably. All thanks to your constant battling, or your strict guidance, Lady Jacinth. I suppose we'd better prepare too. We are prepared. We believe in you all. Don't worry, we're 3 of the strongest trainers in Lumios.
Well, Karina and Garnet are at least. See, Naveen gets it.
I heard that, Naveen. You're getting a dish of some extra special curry when we celebrate.
If there's something left to celebrate after all this, I'll shovel down whatever you make.
Ansha, you can hear us, right? Make sure to cheer Hoopa on. I certainly will. Good luck, all of you.
Emma will be here soon. We'll all pour all the Mega Evolution power we've got into that donut.
Whoa, so this is the view from on top of Prism Tower.
How did we get up here? Like, Wasn't there a thing where we said that it would be hard to get up here? Like, you can't get the thing because we'd have to get to the top of the Prism Tower and we can't do that? I knew we'd be up high, but what a sight! How did we get up here? Can't believe I'm up here again. This tower and I must have some special bond. Even looking up at this weird distorted sky, I feel oddly calm. I think it's because I know we're going to use Ansha's donut and help a Pokemon in need. Indeed. I believe in you all. Should we really have her up here, though? Like, this ain't safe. There's no guardrails or nothing. She's standing right on the edge. A strong breeze, and by the way, it's very windy at the top of the Eiffel Tower. A strong breeze and she would just be gone. But hey, maybe she's got a Rotom phone that can save her from falls of any height. Everyone's in position down here. How's it look up there, Garnet? Dangerous. Thought you would be. Here goes. Let Operation Mega Donut begin. Got a flash of Hoopa Unbound. This place feels weirdly familiar. Yeah, I could swear I've seen it before. Yeah, those dreams. They must have been messages from the Pokemon here in Hyperspace Lumiose. They sure were strange. Yeah, stay away, but also help? Maybe it knows it'll suffer if it Rogue Mega Evolves. We've got to press on and find that Pokemon. No, not just find it, save it from Rogue Mega Evolving. Okay, so Hyperspace New Moon Nightmare. We used a Darkrai donut. Let's get Training Kiss back in here. And this ought to do pretty okay, but let's also get Calm Mind. Shame the move power we got is poison. Can't imagine that was specifically intended, like it's probably just randomly assigned. I think I might know what Pokemon we're gonna find deeper in here. Yeah, Darkrai. What is it? I'm pretty sure it's Darkrai. It drives people and Pokemon away from itself by afflicting them with nightmares. So it absorbed tons of mega power that the tower was giving off. And now it's afflicting us with hyperspace Lumios, an out-of-this-world nightmare? I'd say so, though I sure don't like it. Thinking of the state Darkrai's in, it makes me so mad. Mega Evolution is a miraculous thing. It's a kind of magic born from the bond between Pokemon and Trainer, Keystone and Megastone. Rogue Mega Evolution is a cruel joke that goes against everything Mega Evolution is about. I'm the Mega Evolution successor, and I can't sit by watching Pokemon suffer from it any longer. Urbane, Garnet, we've got to save Darkrai. This is 2 Pokemon Legends games in a row where we have been able to just catch Darkrai. I guess they've officially graduated it from standard mythical status. You two shouldn't be here. Like, one of you should be in my boxes, and the other of you, well, you shouldn't be here, that's for sure. But then again, we've seen a dead person in this sort of environment before. Hello, Urbane. Your cane isn't touching the ground, sir. AZ? How? This is just a dream, huh? It is a dream, but then again, life is a dream. Row, row, row your boat, etc. How? How could you, AZ? After everything with the tower, I came back to the hotel to find you, but you were... You did wonderfully. I'm so grateful for all you've done. You saved the Pokemon and people of our city, and my Floette. You truly are the worthy leader of Team MZ. No, he isn't. I'm the leader of Team MZ. Yeah, thanks, AZ. And Karina. Strong as these two may be, they would have struggled in hyperspace if not for you. Thank you. Nothing to thank me for. I can't stand to let poor Pokemon suffer from Rogue Mega Evolution. And you, AZ, I can't believe you had the nerve to kick the bucket before I made it to Lumios. I had hoped to welcome you, but life laughs at our hopes, doesn't it? Garnet, I'm so glad to have known you. Thank you. Yeah, glad we managed to meet or whatever. It warms my heart to hear you say so. After wandering in the dark for as long as I have, your words are almost blindingly bright. I believe in you all. No matter how harrowing the night, I know you will help shape a brighter tomorrow. AZ. Let's go. Well, I see our arena. No sign of Darkrai, though. It's so quiet.
Stay away. Stop.
That voice. It's the one from those dreams.
Hurt. It hurts. You stay away. Stay away. Stay away. Stay away. Stay away.
Here it comes. Watch out. Darkrai really looks better without the legs. I have to hydrate. Okay. I like that Karina's got a Pokemon that actually has a significant advantage here. My Gardevoir's health total is absolutely devilish. This thing isn't Rogue Mega Evolved, and we seem to be doing pretty fine dealing with it without Mega Evolving, but I'm still gonna just make it go faster. And there we go. But surely we're not done yet. That is, not what I was expecting. So it's like a big eye slash goldfish thing. Honestly, when it tucks its head in, it looks like a Kirby boss. Oh, there's more of them. Why are there more of them? Ah. I guess we had to find the one that wasn't glowy. Is that what it was? The one that doesn't glow for that move is safe to stand by? Knocking so much mega power out of it. Well, there we go. So is this going to be Darkrai or Darkraiite? Oh, Darkranite. I was completely wrong. We're standing in water? Could have fooled me.
Garnet, we did it! We saved Darkrai from the pain of Rogue Mega Evolution.
Seriously, if it weren't for the ripples around our feet, I would not be able to tell that we're supposed to be standing in water here. There's nothing else to the surface of it that implies there is water. It's just... it's weird.
We are such a good team.
You three really did it. You took care of that Pokemon causing Hyperspace Lumiose to appear.
I've never heard such a sunny voice out of you, Corbeau. You feeling good?
Felt the need to ask the obvious, did you? Of course I'm happy. Lumiose is safe again, thanks to all of you. You did great. I mean it.
Let's head back. Can't keep everybody waiting.
So the pitch-black Pokemon Darkrai was the one raging deep in Hyperspace Lumiose.
Yeah, I guess it somehow wandered into Lumiose and then settled on top of Prism Tower. Probably to stay away from everyone down below. No way anyone would have found it there while the tower was closed off for redevelopment. But then Darkrai got exposed to all that mega power leaking from the tower.
So its ability to inflict nightmares got cranked up and ran wild, not unlike the Rogue Tower itself.
I guess not everything we saw was nightmarish exactly. A lot of it was just odd.
Makes sense, what with all the different people and Pokemon here in Lumiose. Blend together a whole city's worth of dreams, and of course you'll get some plain old weirdness mixed in with the scary stuff.
Maybe even Darkrai can't always tell what's a nightmare to each of us.
I'm told its nightmare powers are more instinct than conscious act anyway. Darkrai may not have meant any harm in the first place.
Yeah, that's probably true. And now, our next task is to make sure Ansha's dream becomes a reality.
You got that right. Since we're wrapping things up, let me say one last time. Good work, kids. You're a good bunch. You know something, Garnet? You might just be the greatest Pokemon trainer around. I mean, shouldn't that be obvious?
Garnet, if I might also say a few words? I wanted to tell you how glad I am that I joined you all, that I got to set up shop with you, and that we might even get to carry on together to meet that fine legendary Pokemon next. It's all so... Well, let me sum up what I mean. Team MZ is the best. Aren't we just?
Urbane, stay out of this. You know, fist bumps have more meaning if you actually touch fists to each other. Well, I can't say the second one because it's not true. And the first one implies that Urbane is part of the team. But then this last one implies that this is the best city and is really quite plain. But whatever, we did it for the city or something, so sure. Anything to not heap praise on Urbane. I mean, compared to the cities in every other Pokemon game, I suppose this one is the most developed, so... Yes, in the franchise so far, this is the best city ever. Wow, they, really went and took this ending screenshot on a Switch 1, didn't they? Can you please give us some higher res screenshots? Anyway, Mega Dimension DLC, it sure was a thing. Like, I feel like it was held back by the fact that it didn't actually provide a new location. The fact that it's going from distortion to distortion and there's only like 5, if that, different layouts for the distortion places. I think there might even only be 3, just the small, medium, and large. They could have done with some more variety in the distortions, that's for sure. And yeah, like if there was a whole hyperspace Lumiose, like an entire hyperspace Lumiose to explore, even if it was almost identical to standard Lumiose in terms of layout, they could have just made some changes, make things a little weird here and there. It would have been a lot more interesting. As is, it's fine. I don't dislike this DLC. I certainly would have preferred if it was a whole city. I would have preferred if we didn't have to use an expendable resource to get into hyperspace. Like, donuts give us effectively sandwich powers that we got in Scarlet and Violet, but they only last for the duration of the distortion you're entering. The distortions never last that long. So it feels like you're just constantly spending resources to get not much time in the distortions with the powers and whatnot. Like, if we went into hyperspace Lumiose as a whole thing, got to explore a whole hyperspace city, and we could just feed Hoopa a donut when we wanted to get specific powers while exploring, I think it would be better. But whatever, it's still a decently fun experience. It's neat seeing the new megas. There's at least one new mega that I still haven't seen yet. Because while I was going to a variety of distortions between streams, I did see one that was 4-star and had an unidentified megastone. I didn't go in it because I wanted to do it on camera. But it's not around right now. It's just not always there. So yeah. There's at least one more mega for us to find. I know it's not going to be Baxcalibur, because apparently that's a ranked reward, which is kind of lame. I'm still going to get it, but it's lame that you have to do ranked to get it. And I also still wish that Legends Z-A and its DLC had actual new Pokemon to put in the Pokédex. Like, I understand that creating a new Mega Evolution takes about the same amount of time to create and implement as creating a whole new Pokemon to begin with. But, like, I can't put a Mega Evolution in Pokemon Home. It doesn't add to the total count of species that exist. My whole thing that I like is collecting all of the species. If I have a Baxcalibur, then that means I have a Mega Baxcalibur. It's not another thing to collect. It's just an option for something I already have. That makes it less exciting to me. And then there are a good handful of Megas that would have been better if they were just regular evolutions. You trying to tell me that Sableye is too powerful? It needs a Mega Evolution to be better, and that Mega Evolution is too powerful to be a permanent thing? Or to hold a different item? Nah. But whatever. Still a decently fun time. Fun game. Completing the Pokédex in it is nice. At least I get to try and find all the alphas. That is something to keep me busy for a while. Even though it's going to take berries upon berries upon berries in order to actually get all the alphas from the hyperspace decks. I've hardly made a dent in the hyperspace alpha decks, if we're being honest. Okay, so this is assuming that I never changed my clothes from the starter outfit. Like, as soon as I got my MZ jacket, I just never changed clothes, because, that's wrong. Ansha has literally never seen me wearing that. Not even once. But hey, cute picture. Also, she didn't give Karina enough bandoliers. All right, team, time to finally make Ansha's dream come true. That's the question, isn't it? I'd rather not sit around waiting for hyperspace distortions to form. Yes, we must do more than wait. I must ask that you please do everything you can to find that fine legendary Pokémon. We will, Ansha, but maybe it'll feel more like a real job if we make it official. Your original request was for us to help you make a donut, right? This is kinda on a whole new level. Do we even accept requests from team members? Why wouldn't we? I'd ask Garnet to lend a hand if I had a problem. Ansha should too. That sounds perfectly reasonable. I shall make a formal request of it. Please, catch that fine legendary Pokémon. Sure thing, leave it to us. Now, if only we had any leads. Should we ask you-know-who? I'm sorry, why aren't we saying his name now? Well, you know what happens. Look, Corbeau's our leading hyperspace Lumiose expert. We'll need to involve him sooner or later.
Why don't we head to his office before he has a chance to call us first? You all have fun. I don't think we all need to barge in together, so I'll hang back and get some training in.
And we gotta do this in order to be able to make more donuts. Sure, I already have donuts, but... I need to look at the research list to get Mabel to shut up. Still 5 more Mega Evolutions. Minimum. Oh, hey, Vinny's still here? Look who it is. Funny, I was just about to call. Listen, while we were searching for Darkrai, we detected some odd readings in 2 other places. These readings led us to a distinctive pair of brightly hued hyperspace distortions. We've started referring to them by their colors, the ruby distortion and the sapphire distortion. We thought reaching out to Mademoiselle Ansha might be a good first step to learning more. Your encounter with a legendary Pokemon in Hyperspace Lumiose kickstarted this wild ride. Oh, are the 5 we're missing gonna be Latios, Groudon, Kyogre, and Rayquaza? Because I think the Hoenn starters are also gonna be ranked rewards. Maybe telling us more will unearth a clue about how to approach these colorful new distortions.
All right, I'll share what I can. And that's the whole story.
Very interesting. I can just about guarantee that the Pokemon you're after is called Rayquaza. Your description of it matches one I heard a long time ago. I mean, I knew it was Rayquaza from the jump, but... yeah, we should have figured you'd know it too. Well, see, there was this one fellow who took care of me when I was just a little runt. He was the boss of an organization from Kanto who just happened to visit Lumiose. He knew a lot about the myths and legends of the Johto and Hoenn regions.
Wait,
What is it?
are we talking about, like, the Rayquaza from the Hoenn region?
What, you think there are other Rayquaza flying around out there?
I mean, not really. I'm just surprised.
Look, I'm just telling you what I heard. Keep in mind it's all secondhand info from years ago. Actually, you could probably tell us more about Rayquaza yourself. You're from Hoenn, yeah?
Oh, yeah, I am. Sure. Back in Hoenn, we've got these old legends. I'm talking real old. They tell of 2 legendary Pokemon. The first is Kyogre, maker of oceans. Then there's Groudon, maker of land. Kyogre and Groudon were locked in this fierce battle. Apparently it was the legendary Pokemon Rayquaza that put a stop to the fighting. Quite right, Lita. How wonderful to find another Rayquaza enthusiast. We should swap notes later. Huh? I mean, sure, we can do that, I guess.
Here's what I'm thinking. I'm pretty sure these new distortions are linked to Kyogre and Groudon, and dealing with those 2 might lead us to Rayquaza. According to our calculations, you'll need special donuts to reach the pockets of hyperspace Lumiose in which Kyogre and Groudon dwell.
Just like how you found Darkrai, eh?
In that case, you know what you've got to do. Consider this your official survey request. Ah, but don't go yet. I forgot one thing. We've started picking up some distortions with rogue Mega Evolved Pokemon you've already battled and calmed before. Couldn't tell you why. Maybe it's your own subconscious memories influencing things? Anyway, these rogue Pokemon are dangerous, but beating them would yield lots of survey points. Okay, but what if I don't... Okay, the fact that they also give rare valuable berries makes them potentially worth it. That's all from me. Good luck out there. All right. Yep. And there's a new side mission. We've got a side mission. Okay. Side mission. Unidentified Megastone. Okay, that's where we go next. Because I want that Megastone. So this ought to be decent for getting an unidentified, or no, because this isn't a rogue mega evo battle in the traditional sense. So let's go with this donut. Glamora. Okay. Yeah, alternating Psychic Fangs and Heavy Slam ought to do just fine. Thing hurts. But it is done. Still really wish that we weren't spending a donut just to get into the place with the Mega Evo and getting nothing but the Mega Stone in exchange. Feels like I wasted a lot of this donut. Like, look how much time we've still got on this thing. But there's nothing else to do in here. Nothing on the ground, nothing to grab anywhere. So much of this donut is being wasted. Can I get that back? This is why I don't like using consumables to get into these places. Let me get in normally and have the consumables provide bonuses. Don't make the consumables be required for entry. So that's Absol again. Absol Z again, specifically. Well, let's go see what the rewards are for dealing with Absol Z. Also, Absol Z was Ghost Dark, wasn't it? Yep, sure is. Which means that Gardevoir is our choice, though the ghost typing on there is slightly concerning, but it wasn't a problem our first time around. Maybe it won't be a problem this time either. Special attack power seems like it would be useful. But mega power charging is probably more useful, so let's use this one. Sure, it's not a level 5 donut, and even though we're going into a 5-star place. But whatever. It will probably be fine. Oh, and we're all alone now. Why am I using Psychic? Probably because I thought Calm Mind was over there. Yeah, we're gonna be totally fine with the donut we picked. I don't know that it's well, it wouldn't have gotten off that move if Gardevoir had just used Moonblast from where she was standing instead of needing to move to in front of where I was. I still think that the way that movement of our Pokemon is handled is really bad. There's a lot this game could do better. Not even gonna show me what the goodies are? Just gonna say I got an assortment of goodies? That was not nearly as many berries as it would have needed to be worth using a donut for. Like, you can get way more berries going into even a small distortion. So before we go into this one here, just dropping that save. Because this is gonna be... I guess we don't really have that many options. I was gonna say I was gonna use a bad donut for this, because the side mission ones hardly feel like it's worth using anything of value to get into. So I guess this one... Okay, so there's a mission somewhere in here. I need to find and complete it. Is it gonna be up on the roof? Nope, it's right here. Hi, Terrigan. What's zappin', fam? Or what's zappin', fam? You want to be a Canatic? Come join my crew. Join me, join me, join me! Tasteless fakery. The real Canary would never beg so shamelessly. Should have known you wouldn't be fooled, Gwyn. Still, you gotta admit, my hologram's not a bad way to get the word out about my awesome grandkid. Canary doesn't need more bandwagoners. Canary deserves fans who adore her with their whole heart, not people who fell for a hologram. Now hold on! You saying only folks who can afford to dedicate everything they've got to Canary count as fans? What about the people who just think she's neat? That sounds like a fan in my book.
You think we should accept the bandwagoners? Pops! You too, G-Volt. I get where you're both coming from, but quit arguing. I don't like it.
I know, we ought to settle like trainers with a Pokemon battle.
Yeah, can I join?
I'm a true Kinetic, and I'll prove it. I'll battle you, but I'm not gonna let you win.
If we win, I'm gonna turn all your little pals into Kinetics.
So, whose outfit are we going to get from this? Gwyn's or Terragon's, or both? Alright, so, having used a bad donut does put us at a bit of a level disadvantage here. Just a little 160 versus 200. Gwyn, Mega Evolving your Chandelure right here just ate my extreme speed. I would have gotten the KO on the Hippowdon if you waited just like 3 more frames. And now it's double Stunfisk time. We may have had a level disadvantage, but we still did fine. Getting to battle G-Volt was awesome. Losing, though, ugh.
Losing makes all the cool lines I said before the battle go to waste.
Kanari, you know I'm the truest Kinetic, whatever. Aw, G-Volt. But I understand that your charms deserve to be shared far and wide. Just remember, my fans are important to me, but not nearly as important as you, G-Volt. Yeah. But we shouldn't dupe people into being fans with a hollow Kanari. You hear that, Pops? Here, you both get something nice. Oh, neat. I hear some people are going to salons and styling their hair like me, if that's your thing. That's an option? Obviously, G-Volt and I are super tight, but I hope you and me can be tight too.
Okay, so we got neither Gwyn's nor Terragon's outfits. But I am curious as to what colors we have gotten. Okay, so we can be Electros colored. I see. Honestly, if we could have this top with these bottoms, I would like it a lot better. Like, let me mix and match, please. I want the dark, or the like navy-ish top with the blue and black pants. It said we got other color options, but we only got other color option. So I don't really have donuts that I feel good spending on side missions. So I'm not gonna. Not at the moment, at least. What I am gonna do is take a look at the 4 side missions that aren't in distortions. It looks like this one's inside. All the way inside? Not even on this floor? Doesn't look like it's this floor either. Or maybe it's not even this one. Okay. I was thinking that we would see the exclamation mark when we were on the correct floor, because usually we can see the exclamation mark for a side quest through walls. Oh, there it is. I just wasn't close enough. Of course, it's another hyperspace distortion, and we have to use a donut to get into it. Yeah, let's just go with this one. Please let Philippe be the one who is more one this is more about. Let me have his outfit, not theirs. I must say, Philippe, I keep hearing your name whenever I speak to Lumios's great chefs. I begin to wonder if there's more to you than meets the eye.
I'm just your average thug who grew up here in Lumios City. Though I did get to know this one chef back in the day. He'd go on about how much effort folks like him put into their food, even though their hard work disappeared the instant it was enjoyed. That encounter inspired me to truly appreciate meals with all my heart and soul. That's all. You seem pretty particular about such things yourself. Your croissants are always perfectly baked, and that dash of salt you add is just right.
Cooking is a science. If you measure precisely and follow the steps in order, you should never fail. And I've trained my team to be able to adjust the heat of their fiery moves to a precise degree.
Now that's something. That kind of workmanship explains why you're such a fine trainer as well.
It's certainly true that regulating one's power is an important factor in battles. Honestly, who's got the energy to obsess about food this much? Anything tastes delicious if you work up an appetite after a long day of work. Grizel, I'd love the chance to battle Philippe here. Won't you join me? I might as well. Like I said, hunger is the best spice, and battling does work up an appetite.
Why don't you battle alongside me?
Yeah, I'd be happy to put these two in their place.
Good. Let's make this a battle that'll really leave a mark.
They have both said these things before. They better not give me more Team Flare merch as my reward. Oh, great. Now it's going to eat my Earthquake cooldown because this Mega Evolution scene interrupted it. Even though my Earthquake would have still hit Tyranitar if this was a standard multi-battle. And they just got iframes for Mega Evolving. It shouldn't eat my freaking cooldown when that happens. Like, if you're gonna keep the move from coming out because you interrupted it with an animation, don't put it on cooldown.
There is no greater happiness as a trainer than getting to burn bright in battle. I'm pretty sure food would taste even better after winning than after losing. We may have lost, but I'm glad I had the chance to fight such a fiery Philippe. I feel as if my passion for cooking has been ignited anew. Sure, whatever. Look, here's a little something for you for joining in on the fun. I don't want additional color options for your Team Flare merch. You might want to pair that look with Grisham's signature hairstyle as well. That'd be something. No, it wouldn't. I would never. Please don't put it in my freaking catalog of hairstyles. I do not want this. Meeting the right people in your life can really set you on the correct path, can't it? And meeting the wrong people can set you on the wrong path, so please get out of here. I will never accept Team Flare apologists. I'm still disgusted that this game does so much apologizing for Team Flare. Even X and Y did too much apologizing for Team Flare, if we're being honest. Just doing a quick check for a shiny Pikachu. And it ain't shiny. You there. Do you wish to learn the ultimate and secret mysterious techniques? I'm listening. Yes, I think you look quite suited to this. Very well. Charizard, Blaziken, Emboar, and Delphox. Blastoise, Swampert, Feraligatr, and Greninja. Venusaur, Sceptile, Meganium, and Chestnut. What do they all have in common? Only they can learn the ultimate moves that I'm willing to teach you.
So, Frenzy Plant, and the other ones. Blast Burn? And I don't remember what the water one's called.
But to earn them, you'll need to defeat trios of Pokémon using only a single Pokémon of your own, which I will specify. Such are the trials that await you. Do you have what it takes to see them through? If you'd like to try, simply let me know.
Yeah, that'll have to wait. And the reasons it will have to wait are that A, I don't really care to learn those moves, and B, I don't have the likely Pokemon that she's going to specify ready to go. Oh, hello. You weren't here a second ago.
Hey, sorry to spring this on you, but I need help finding someone.
Is it yourself? Because you only just popped in.
I'm looking for a trainer who uses dragon types and whose partner is a Dragalge. This person is tall, has green hair, and probably looks pretty wild and tough, like a street fighter. If you know anyone who fits that description, please let me know.
Yeah, that's Laban. I don't have to think about it. Game, don't imply that I have to think about it. Yeah, I know who it is. Why do I have to go talk to her instead of to you? Is that it? Hey, Laban, someone across the city was looking for you.
What do you want?
Oh, there she is.
What are you wearing? Who cares what I'm wearing? It's none of your business. Yeesh, talk about tactless. Guess some things never change. Good to see you again, Marcia. My Pokemon and I have been training tirelessly to finally take you down, Laban. Heh, training hard's a given for any fighter worth their salt. I've gotten stronger too. Oh, I'm counting on it, and I'll beat you anyway. Then you'll have to make good on your promise. Laban, you know that I cannot allow you to participate in extracurricular non-SBC activities. Not without me, of course. What? We've got a score to settle on the battlefield, ladies, so stay out of the way. If you wish to battle Laban, you will need my permission to do so. You have but one option. Team up with Garnet and battle us together.
All right, so our victory is assured. And I bet we're just gonna be given more color options for Jacint's outfit, as well as potentially her hairstyle. All right, later, guard. Thanks for dropping by, and I hope you have some good holidays yourself.
wonderfully done. It would seem you pair perfectly with any partner. You got me, Marcia. I can tell how hard you've been training.
I don't think she really had much of a part in my victory.
You weren't kidding about all that training, huh? Told you so, though I admit this victory was largely thanks to Garnet.
Entirely. The word is entirely.
Still, a win's a win and a deal's a deal. Now you have to fulfill the promise you made. LeBon, partner with me. Yeah, about that. I've already got a partner. I'm sorry, but that's one promise I just can't keep. And yet you partnered up with Gwyn, or did I imagine that? I already told you that was... I did that for Miss Ansha's benefit. I see how it is. Guess I took too long training and missed my shot, huh? No worries, I get it. And LeBon, that outfit looks good on you. Thank you for your help, Garnet. Now then, where am I going to find a good partner?
Wow, really? You're not going to give us other color options for your stuff? Okay. Also, you've left this up. Even though I haven't worn this outfit in ages, you left this up this entire time. Obsessed much? I think I only see one more overworld side mission. And it looks like it's probably not even in the overworld. It's probably going to be a distortion inside the sewer. Yep, it's inside the sewer, that's for sure. Here's the guy with his dozo. Shame them. Oh, yep. It's a distortion inside the sewer. Not gonna bother with that because I don't have any donuts that I want to waste on distortions that aren't actually full of Pokemon right now. Side mission distortions do not interest me that much. Because as I've said, what I come to this franchise for is the collection aspect. Will I get check marks on side missions? Absolutely. But when I have to spend limited resources to do it, I would rather spend my resources on collecting. So let's see if we got anything good to collect. Honestly, what I'd like to see is a nice distortion with a good psychic type. Because we've got that sparkling power level 3 for psychic. And I want to see just how sparkly that can get. Oh, there's Flamigo. What a silhouette. Actually, before anything else, I'm going to make some trash donuts. there any that have 10 in 4 different types? None that are equal in all 4. Okay, here's the plan. Now we've got 20 in all the types, and we've got 2 slots left. Are there any that have 10 in exactly 2 types? Doesn't look like it. But what we can do is we can get 5 in 2 types, and then no, we can't get 5 in a 3rd type, or 4th, or 5th, whatever. Okay, we can do 10 in 3 types. Oh, man. Yeah, we can make this work. Okay. I've only got 2 left. That might not be enough, actually. Or can I make this work? I think I can make this work. I think. Hang on. Nope, let's make a donut. We want to make a donut. What if I do this and 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 this? That doesn't get us there. I want something that I can make several of, so I should probably use berries that I've got a bunch of. So what if we go... Okay, that puts us at more fresh. But it's fine for us to be missing several. If I just try to avoid fresh with these. I feel like I'm missing some berry types. So now I need sweet, spicy, bitter, and fresh. So I need to not have yellow, which Lum can do. And now I need 5 in each of 3 places, which there aren't any berries that give only 5 in each of 3 places. So let's take a step back. What if... What if we do some of these 10 5s and then we do something that gives us not fresh and not spicy. We need more 5s in places. So we need a 5, or we need a 15 in sweet. Now we need a 15 in bitter with maybe a little sour to decide. So we're looking for blue yellow with a 10-15. I don't have such a berry because I just don't. Okay, do we have... We've got this for blue-yellow, but it's too much yellow and not enough blue. We want blue-yellow with blue being the more haver. Yes, the more haver. That's words. Is there a 10-10-20-20 berry? Probably not. I bet there's a berry calculator out there somewhere, or a donut calculator. I want to make rainbow donuts that I can afford to make a bunch of, and that don't necessarily have to be high star ratings. And like, sure, I could just do all orange berries and get a rainbow donut out of that, but that's boring. I feel like I'm missing a berry type that would be missing fresh and that has 5s everywhere. $15.10 and then $10.15. $15.10 and then $10.15. And now I need 25 sweet only, without adding too much to anything else, which I don't know that we can do. We do have 4 berries to try for it, though. If we put a 10-10-10... No, because we don't have any berries that are just 15 points in one thing. If we do a 15-10, where sweet gets 15 and sour gets 10, then we can do a 10 in spicy and a 10 in bitter. And there we go, we've got a 1-star rainbow donut. Honestly, I'd like to make higher star rainbow donuts. Like 2 or 3 would be nice. But whatever, we'll make more. We can only make the 2, okay. And now, can I make something with exactly 3 berries that gets everything I want? Probably not. Unless... Oh, yes, I can, because if I can just do, like, Orin, and then toss in a Pecha. There we go, we've got a 2-star donut that's rainbow. And should be quite repeatable, based on the berries that I've got. Ooh, Alpha Power 1. Love to see it. No, I wanted to make more of the same. Oh, I can't even make that many of those. And 1 more of those. And that ought to be enough donuts to keep us going for a bit. So, the reason that I was going for the low-level donuts is I wanted to go here and get this Grievered. With luck, I'll be able to get an Alpha Greavard or two. Okay, we've got easy access to all Ghastlies and Haunters. And to Litwicks. I would have liked to see easy access to Greavards. It looks like I do actually have easy access to Greavards. Stay in the ball. Unfortunately, our easy access to Greavards is not easy visual access. Though I should be able to hear if one's an alpha. Alright, we got an alpha up there. 2 of them, perfect. Though maybe not that perfect. I would like to see a higher number of arrows. Oh, we don't have hypnosis right now. Okay, we can get to 2 arrows without knocking them out. That means we can get at least a decent chance to bring them on. There we go. And then this one we can knock out with impunity. Ooh, 4 arrows. Plenty. Still gonna save for safety's sake. Because I would much rather come out of here with 2 Alpha Greavards. There we go. There we go, got our 3 species of Pokemon. Now we gotta find the gold ball. That's a handful of alpha ghosts. 3 of them. So it seems our gold ball is up top. And there it is. Okay, another Alpha Greavard. Don't need it though. Game, can I get on the ladder? still at least 3 more balls to grab. That Calm Mind is where I usually have Thunderbolt. Nope. It's not what I meant to put there. Or not where I meant to put it, rather. Why am I using hypnosis? Yeah, put that ball to sleep. And there we go. I believe, accomplished every task there is for me in here, other than potentially finding a shiny. But I'm not going to hold my breath for that. Sounds like we got another alpha dog. Or 2. Alpha Power's really been doing work. Alpha Power 1 usually isn't this potent. No way to get far enough away from all of these dogs to despawn them. Managed to despawn one, but when we can only despawn the farthest one, it's not as useful as being able to despawn them all would be. Honestly, if I want a shiny dog, the correct answer is to just keep on doing this until one shines. But that also feels like kind of a waste of time. If I was just doing it on my own time, it'd be one thing, but doing it on stream, repeatedly fast traveling, isn't the most interesting. And we don't have shiny power or anything, so not gonna bother. We're just leaving, going on to the next thing. Okay, what else we got? I do actually now have some donuts that I wouldn't mind spending for side missions. We got some that are specifically combat oriented, and those ones I don't mind as much wasting. Not gonna say I'm a huge fan of effectively wasting a donut on a side mission, but it's better than wasting one with catching power or alpha power or sparkling power, that's for sure. Let's just slap this one down. Well, would you look at that? We're probably going to get more colors for Ivor's gi as well as Ivor's hairstyle. Even though I'd really rather have Gwyn's outfit and Gwyn's hairstyle. Just saying. But it looks like we're teaming up with Gwyn again, possibly, or...
Tell me, what do you seek strength for?
For me. Only me.
I pursue strength in order to protect Gwyn and others I hold dear. A fine reason, no?
It's true that I still haven't beaten Jacinth, so my way might not be paying off yet. But all this stuff I'm going through now is going to make me stronger in the end. I know it. Once I defeat Jacinth, I'm pretty sure I'll never lose to anyone else ever again. So I'll keep on fighting until that happens.
So you do indeed fight only for your own sake. Does that attitude truly befit a Pokémon trainer?
You, come here. I'm going to use you to settle their squabble. Hey, Garnet's here. Now we can all battle and settle who's right already. Oh. Help me prove that my way is right, Garnet. Let's beat the Fist of Justice. That won't prove anything, though.
Strength is power.
Strength is justice. Ow. I should not have clicked Earthquake just yet. Alright, well, if it's just Chandelure. Oh, great. Laban's eating my Hydro Pump. Thanks, Laban. Oh, my Hydro Pump didn't get eaten. That's unusual.
Perhaps there is nothing nobler or better about fighting for others versus yourself. I shouldn't have made it into a matter of morals.
Yeah, maybe, but protecting others is a noble cause, and I can tell it brings you peace of mind.
Your words in our battle have moved me. Please, let me offer you the uniform of our dojo.
sorry. I'm sworn to keep this uniform on until I win my way free of Jacinth.
Understood. Then once again, I shall donate the outfit to you, Garnet.
But can I have Gwyn's instead? I hear the true oddballs out there will even copy Ivor's hairstyle to go with the Gi set. I would much rather have Gwyn's outfit and hairstyle than Ivor's, just saying. I don't think I'm alone in that either. A lot of effort getting to this distortion. Oh, I'm capped on Mega Shards. Which means I should probably go spend them before I do this. Which means I'm gonna have to go to all that effort again. Again, I really wish the game would tell you when you've picked something up but have too many and it gets thrown away. Some games do that. Alright, now we're back here. So this one's got catching power 3, don't want to use that. This one's got sparkling power, don't want to use that. This one's got item power treasure, which could be worth using. Catching power all types level 1 is kind of nice. And this is the longest survey time I've got on any donut, so that's probably not worth using here. So let's see if we've got a 4-star donut that I wouldn't mind using. We definitely don't want to use this big haul and item power one. But if I use a 2-star donut, I'm just asking to get ruined in the battle. So maybe this catching power electric one, I guess? Feels like a bit of a waste. But I guess it's fine. Okay, time to find the mission. Where is it? Be nice if it was right in front of me instead of making me have to go look. This isn't exactly a small place, is it? Oh, there it is. Hey, Vinny.
Garnet, how fortunate to find you here at this particular moment. I'm here for a business meeting with one of our regular associates. Stay and observe if you like.
Why are you in hyperspace for a business meeting? Oh, we're gonna get alt colors for Corbeau's outfit, huh?
Our apologies for the wait. Since this meeting is already running somewhat behind schedule, we'll get right to the point. We've had a look at our financials, and we must say it feels to us that Quasartico isn't paying their fair share for our hyperspace survey work.
I see. However, this is the split we agreed upon at the outset, and Quasartico Inc. has provided a fair deal of material support as well as financial. We have also paid for R&D of additional tools that have aided this whole endeavor.
We do acknowledge and appreciate that support, of course, but at the same time, the number of distortions we had to investigate exceeded all estimates. This undertaking has required far more manpower than we budgeted for.
Hard work tires people out, and what better way to show appreciation than a little cash bonus?
Noted. However, any changes to the budget would require buy-in from all our stakeholders. It's not something I can make happen right away. Perfectly understandable for such a major company tasked with the city's redevelopment. Though we do wish to point out that our investigations were also critical to ensure that you still had city to redevelop.
Now, I understand we all want what's best for Lumio City, but talking's getting us nowhere.
Perhaps we should settle this little disagreement with a Pokémon battle.
Why is the camera on Vinny's, like, stomach? Like, it's at table level.
I have no objection. However, allow me to nominate my associate Garnet here to join me. I admit that my own pride is also a small factor.
Kind words are nice and all, but they're not what really motivates people in the end.
The boss's reputation is on the line, so don't expect me to hold back.
Well, so much for that. Vinny, you're eating my psychic, potentially. Dude, you could have waited until my psychic was done. This is a real blow to the pride of the Rust Syndicate, losing a battle we had to win.
Boss, forgive me. That was a worthy battle. I doubt I could have won without Garnet.
But a loss is a loss. We'll let the matter of costs lie for the moment.
I will do my part to help the Syndicate's finances by tightening my belt, so to speak, and reducing personal costs. And please rest assured that I will work with our stakeholders to iron out a new budget proposal. After all, we are counting on the Rust Syndicate to carry out these investigations for us.
Guess I'll dip into my personal savings a bit to make up for the shortfall on our side. You deserve a special bonus as well, Garnet. But I don't want it. I'd rather have Philippe's. I hear you can even get your hair done like mine at the salon these days. Go nuts, kid. Vinny, my friend, I hope we can both continue to do our best to make Lumios a fine city. The kind crowds visit and spend money in.
I couldn't agree more. That is why we at Quasartico Inc. all hope to nurture our collaboration with the Rust Syndicate.
There's only one side mission hole left. I don't have any donuts that I feel willing to spend on side missions. Let us sit on a bench again and hope that we get some good stuff. Ooh, Feebas. So what, are these just gonna stick around until I do them all? There's probably some reward for doing every single one, and they probably only show up once each. Considering that Absol was there for multiple goes, and this Barbaricle's been here since. Yeah, I have reason to believe that that'll stick around until we actually do it. But, fish. Didn't we get a donut with alpha power? I guess we already used it. Right, we used it to get the Reaverts. I want more alpha power donuts. Let's just use this one. So ideally, I will find some alpha Feebas. Hopefully there'll be places I can easily access them from here. Okay, there's Feebas right down there. And apparently Magikarps mix in with their spawns? Does that mean that we could have found Feebas anywhere where we could have found Magikarp? Sounds like there's even Feebas up here. So, if I just repeatedly fast travel this time, then it's not like fast traveling for a shiny, and we will hear if there's an alpha Feebas. So yeah, just fast travel, look down to the left there. If I hear or see alpha Feebas, great. Though there is one potential downside to doing this, and it's that every time we fast travel, it does save. And thus, we have limited chances. But hey, there's an alpha Feebas. 4-star, or 4 arrows even when it's looking at us. Stay in the ball, please. Are you kidding me? Also, the mission for the Feebas, do we have to... Yeah, we have to give a Feebas. So let's grab a non-alpha Feebas as well. 2. Alright, fish, stop being mad. I'm sure I could KO you and probably have a 100% catch rate. But there we go. Alpha fish obtained. And now back to it. And yeah, I did thin out the Feebas down there a bit. But I hear one. Please don't be Magikarp. Good, it's Feebas. And it's a male Feebas. That's excellent. Because our last alpha Feebas was female, I believe. Let's just confirm. Yep. Okay, so one more alpha Feebas and I am done finding alpha Feebas. Unless I find a shiny one. I hear another alpha. And it's a Feebas! That went a lot faster than I was expecting it to. Excellent. And we still have enough time that it would be theoretically possible to get the missions done. Yeah, sorry, monkey, I'm not here for monkeys. I am going to have to try and catch Pokemon undetected, which can certainly be annoying. But it's not impossible. Can't just avoid grabbing sparklies, I need them. The Dragonite, it would help if you actually hit the thing. Now, to sneak some fish. Well, that's the first time I've ever seen the golden ball just appear before my eyes. Just looking for any more potential balls. And I guess Gimme Ghoul coins aren't the worst. I am going to want to get back to 999 of them so I can eventually get an Alpha Golden Go. Because it is my understanding that it does become possible to get more Gimme Ghouls and Golden Goes. We aren't reliant exclusively on the one that the guy asks to have back. Ooh. This is good Feebas resets. I would not mind getting a shiny Feebas, if I'm being quite honest. I know earlier I stopped doing resets for potential shiny Greavards, but I like Feebas more than I like Greavard, and the fact that that Magikarp just showed up proves that we are, in fact, respawning and despawning these things. Though the fact that there was a Magikarp in the exact same position this time... Okay, yeah. Magikarp's gone now. We now have security in our knowledge that we are getting different fish each time. I feel like I hear a floating Pokeball. I see one. There's one over there. I know I am getting distracted from the fish, but if there is a floating Pokeball to grab, I do want the berries. There was that sound that I associate with floating Pokeballs, not actually specifically for floating Pokeballs. Is that just the sound that Hall Evaders make? No, because then we'd hear it here. Ah, there it is. Gotta dismiss our Dragonite so we can actually see the fish. I'll just keep at it until this distortion is gone. We don't really have that much time left. I'm pretty sure we lose at least 1 calorie per warp. Okay, not at least 1 calorie per warp. Hey, there was a big Magikarp, but I don't need a big Magikarp. Unless it wants to shine. I will accept a big shiny Magikarp. There's shiny Feebas. Male. I personally prefer female melodic, mainly because I think the long hair looks better on it. So that shiny Feebas will probably stay a Feebas, unless I get a second shiny male Feebas. And there's always the chance that I find additional shiny fish, which is why we are continuing to go back and forth like this. Sure, we're only getting 3 checks instead of 4 each time now, but 3 checks at this pace is still a chance to get a shiny before we run out of time. Is it a great chance? Not necessarily. But it's a chance. I mean, we already got a shiny Feebas pretty darn quick. I would love a shiny alpha, though. Because while shininess is nice, shininess that is also big is better. Why does it feel like I'm only seeing 2 fish per go now? Okay, there's still 3. You never know when another fish might shine. I feel like as long as we've got more than 10 calories left, by the time we find the next one, we should be able to catch it no problem. Because the calories tick down slowly enough in this particular zone, and Feebas's catch rate is so high even when it's not shiny. So yeah, I think if we throw a ball at a shiny Feebas, it's just 100% catch rate. So as long as we can get 1 ball thrown and still have a couple seconds left after that, then yeah, we're totally in the clear. As long as we've got more than 10 calories, I will continue doing this. Once we get below 10, if we are in single-digit calories, then we absolutely do not have, or not absolutely, but we probably do not have time for another shiny fish. So yeah, just gonna keep at it until we reach single digits, which is going to be several minutes from now, judging by the current pace. Looks like we're losing about a calorie per 2 checks. Which means I get to check 6 Feebas per calorie. And if we have 44 calories left that I'm willing to spend, we can do 44 times 6, so that's 264 checks. So if we take the chances of not finding a shiny Feebas per check, or per individual check, individual spawn rather. And then, how many was it? 244? To the 244 power. There's a roughly 10% chance that we emerge with another shiny Feebas before we hit single digits. And you know what? 10% is odds that I'm willing to take. It's actually a little higher than 10%. If 244 was the exact number of Feebas checks we could get. I think it might have been higher. Was it 264 or it was 200 something for? I don't remember and I don't care. All I know is I want another fish. So, the reason I'm streaming today, that's a thing to talk about. I am the only person in this house who doesn't have the flu right now. Everyone in this house got vaccinated against it, but I am the only one who is currently healthy, which it's not ideal. But thankfully, the people who are sick are staying confined to their rooms. I get to handle delivery of stuff to them occasionally. And when they go out and about in the house, they are masking up. So I have a decent chance of getting through this without catching it. But because of that, we actually ended up postponing our family holiday plans Because typically we will have a big dinner with my family, my aunt and uncle and my cousin, my brother and his family, everyone. But most of my brother's family has also got the flu. Me and my niece are the only people in my family with my last name who do not have the flu. One of my nieces does have the flu, the other doesn't. And so yeah, we have postponed family holiday plans until New Year's Day or something like that. I don't know the exact specifics, but point is, everyone's sick, so we're doing things later than usual. And that means that here on Christmas Eve, I got nothing better to do than stream video games. And note that I did say video games plural. And that's because AT Jindahad is out, so I am going to be doing a stream of that later today, after dinner. I would have done it before dinner, but I had hit a point in the story during my hyperspace entries between streams that prevented me from being able to get new donuts. And so I wanted to play this game some more so that I could get it, so that I could get donuts again. Yeah, we're down to 33 calories. So we've got about 45 checks left at this point. Our chances of finding a Feebas by the end of this are dwindling. But there's still enough. I ain't giving up until we hit single digits. Because there's no reason to give up until we hit single digits. I want another shiny fish. And this is the first distortion I've seen that even had Feebas listed. And I do like shiny Feebas. It's a nice shade of purple. For melodic, I'm torn. I do like the blue hair on it, but I prefer the blue tail on standard melodic versus the gold tail on shiny melodic. I think standard melodic's color scheme comes together better, in my opinion. I don't dislike shiny melodic, not at all. I just wish it didn't change the blue tail. It actually does tend to be a pretty safe bet when looking at a Pokemon versus its shiny, that I'm generally going to prefer whichever one is more blue. Off the top of my head, I can't think of any Pokemon where I do not prefer the more blue one. And, hey look, another big fish. Don't need a big fish, though. Well, it's too late now, but part of me wants to try and get another big fish to give to the lady who asks for a Feebas. I wonder what she would say if I gave her an alpha. I'm not going to give up one of my 3, but if I find another before we hit single digits, then I'll go ahead and stop to catch that instead of keeping on going for a shiny. Just out of sheer curiosity. There's another shiny. We hit the 10% chance. Did it get caught? Okay, it got caught. I didn't see the you caught the Feebas thing. But hey, we got 2 shiny fish. I didn't even check to see if that was a male or female. But we got 2 shiny Feebas. Hooray. What are you? A female. So we got one of each. Nice. Okay, what else is there in this city right now? Nothing I care about. So let's go back here, sit on a bench. And then we'll see if Barbarical is still there. If it is, then we are fairly safe in the knowledge that the Rogue Mega refights are static. And yep, it's still there. They sure are not giving me any psychic type wormholes. Also, hey, another one with Feebas. That reminds me, I need to give the lady her Feebas. This isn't where she was it? No. She was here. You can have one of my non-alpha Feebases. And not a shiny either. I've got plenty. You can have this one. My first Feebas. It's a Feebas. Wow, thanks. I hope we'll get along swimmingly, Feebas. Well, that sure was basically nothing. And there was nothing else I particularly wanted from any of these. So back to a bench we go. Still hoping that we can at some point find a Galarian Farfetch'd. I want to be able to get a Surfetch'd. I know it's in the game. Which means we need Galarian Farfetch'd to show up eventually. I've gotten Galarian Slowpoke to show up. Still need to get alphas of those, though. What is that? Swampert. That's what that is. A nice psychic wormhole would also be nice. We haven't seen one since I got my Sparkling Power 3 psychic donut. I need something to use it on. I mean, sure, there's Curlias and Gardevoirs, but I've already got plenty of shiny Curlias and Gardevoirs. Especially Gardevoirs. Palisand, but I don't need Palisand. I don't particularly want a shiny Munna. They really aren't giving me psychic wormhole things. I mean, I guess Muna means that there was psychic in that one, but... Been a while since I've seen a pure psychic one. I know they exist. Oh, there's a pure psychic one, but I don't particularly want those shiny. I would like a shiny alpha shiny alpha Meowstic, but there's easy ways to get those. I mean, not like easy. You can't just bench for it. But there's one close-ish to a bench. And I definitely don't particularly want shiny Spoink. I've already got 2 shiny Alakazams, one of each gender. So yeah, and those are also both alphas, so... Yeah, I'm looking for... Ooh. Tyrant is intriguing. If I had a Sparkling Power Rock or Dragon, I would hop right in there. Do I have Sparkling Power Dragon? Sparkling Power Psychic. I think I had another Sparkling Power. Steel. Well, I guess that means I need to pay more attention to steel ones. Game, please. Give me a good psychic or steel distortion. Please. Please. I know it's got Beldum in it, but I've already got the whole Beldum line shiny and shiny alpha. What would make a good shiny steel distortion for me? Probably the Tinkatink line, that's for sure. Ooh, there's a psychic one, but it's only freaking Espers and Spoink line. It's not worth spending my shiny power on, game. Like, if we got a psychic zone with, like, Galari and Mr. Mime, that would be neat. Probably need to have more than just that, though. Now there's a potentially interesting steel zone. Admittedly, I've already got a shiny alpha Skarmory. This is also a potentially interesting steel zone. I do have a shiny alpha Aegislash though, so... Let's go here, because this shows 2 members of one evolutionary line. which often means that there is another species that can be present and just isn't shown. So yeah, let's go to that one and see if we can find something interesting. I wouldn't mind having a shiny Alpha Tinkaton. So honestly, I prefer standard Tinkaton. I like when their hammers aren't rusty, but still. Also, hey, the rusty hammer is brownish. The non-rusty hammer is bluish. Hey, look at that. The one that's got more blue on it is the one that I like better. But hey, let's see what we can get in here. I would not mind a shiny Alpha Tinkaton, or even an Alpha Tinkaton to begin with. I don't have any alphas of that line. Ooh, we've got free access to these. I should not be using my Lux Balls on non-shinies. Oh good, we got stuff. So that's one species for our 3. What's this Skarmory doing in here? Ah, it chased us all the way here. Okay, we've got some more Tinkatinks. And we gotta catch one more species and one more fairy type. We know that Tinkatuff can be here. And it looks like Mawile is our last thing. The one that wasn't shown beforehand. Which also satisfies fairy and species. Okay, so Golden Ball will be around somewhere now. Let's make sure it's not hiding in here. Nice try, Dragonite. Maybe realize that you can't go through walls. Ooh, there's a big Tinkatink. Alright, that's one thing I wanted knocked off the docket. Hey, Dragonite, please start realizing that you can't go through objects. This game really needs better pathing. Is it the worst pathing I've ever seen in a game? Absolutely not. Is it good pathing? Absolutely not. There's a big Tinkatuff. I think I can get to where I can nab this ball without going out of range, though now it's seeming a little less likely. Okay, she's still there. Okay, Tinkatuff is all that is in combat with us now. And we've got 4 arrows, which is nice. I need to buy more Pokeballs. And now we just repeatedly do this until we see either an alpha or a shiny. Though this is gonna take a good long while to finish out. Well, there's the alpha. I want to leave most of these Tinkatinks intact, because that way we can not lose potential things to reset for. There we go. Got my alpha. So let's go break combat. And then we can warp right back. And then actually, instead of keeping on just shiny hunting this one species of Pokemon by repeatedly fast traveling right here, I'm going to go ahead and call this a stream. So that's going to be it for this stream. Thanks folks for dropping by to watch and chat and all that. And I will be back later tonight, probably around 7 to 7:30, or well, no, not 7. So yeah, 7:30 Pacific for some AT Gin to Hot. See you then, friends.